Mucus in your lungs or your sinuses can be really irritating, specifically as it is causing too much congestion and interferes with your breathing pattern. Unfortunately, a lot of times medications are unable to remove this mucus from the lungs and the sinuses. This is where I remembered that several hospitals I worked in have these respiratory therapists that uses this specific technique that has helped several of my patients to get rid of thick and sticky mucus from their lungs and sinuses. And interestingly, now there is actually a medical device that works on the same principle of these exercises, which these respiratory therapists have been using for a long time. Hi, I'm Dr. Anshul Gupta, a former Cleveland Clinic functional medicine physician from US. I help people improve their chronic diseases by making personalized functional medicine plans. Now, several people are going through problems in their sinuses and in their lungs. The main problem is that they have excessive mucus accumulation, which causes too much congestion, interferes with the breathing, interferes with their sleeping pattern. And because of that, people keep on getting these infections again and again. Now, this excessive mucus can be simply because of allergies that you might be going through, which can be seasonal or it can be environmental. On the other hand, your body's inherent mechanism that removes this mucus that all of us makes on the regular basis is not working, and that's the reason your body accumulates mucus more than others. So this is where the specific breathing techniques, which are two different techniques, works on clearing mucus from both your lungs and your sinuses easily so that you can breathe again. This will hardly take 5 minutes of your time, and this consists of two different exercises. One of them is postural drainage and the other one is called the chest percussion technique. Okay, now let me share with you step-by-step process of this 5-minute exercise. The first exercise, as I said, is the postural drainage. What happens is that the lower lobe of your lung is where majority of the mucus accumulates. So this specific position that I call as postural drainage helps in draining mucus from your lower lobe of the lung towards your mouth so you can expel it. So there are 3 steps involved for this postural technique. The step 1 is lying down face down on your bed or a firm surface. And then you put 2 to 3 pillows under your hip so that your hips are higher than the chest area and your head is lower than your hips. Now this is very important because you're trying to create a downward slope from your lung towards your head so that the gravity can help in draining the mucus from the lower lobe of the lung towards your throat area. Step 2 is staying in this position for the next 2 minutes. Now, if it is too uncomfortable for you initially, then you can do it for lesser amount of time. But if you can do it between 2 to 3 minutes, that is the ideal time. Because that is the amount of time it takes the mucus from your lungs to get drained to your throat. Now in step 3, we are going to try to loosen and remove this mucus. For this, we are going to do something called huff cough. For that, you take a medium breath in and then you forcefully exhale through your mouth, like you're trying to fog up a mirror. Like saying huff. You do this 2 to 3 times. Now this is not a violent cough. This is a controlled forceful exhale that moves your mucus from your lungs to your throat and then you can remove it easily. So that's it. This is the first technique of postural drainage. Now this is only one part of the technique. If you stop over here, you are not going to see the complete benefit until you do the next technique, which is the percussion cough. Alright, now let's move to the step 2, which is the chest percussion technique, which works really great after you have done the postural drainage. And this is very easy to do. For this, you need your hand, but do not use your flat hand. You need to make a cup out of your hand, okay? This is what it looks like. And then what you need to do is that you need to lean forward a little bit, like at around 30 degrees angle. And then you need to take this hand of yours, which is in the cup shape form, and you need to start rhythmically clapping your chest. Basically, you need to start cupping your chest like this. And you go to different parts of your chest, by doing this technique so that all the parts of the chest are covered. If you can do it on your back, that is also better. If you're unable to reach on your back, then you can always ask the help for somebody else who can use the same cupping technique and clap on your back also. Now, the most important thing is that when you are clapping your chest, make sure there is a thug sound coming like a hollow cup, not like a flat hand. The reason being, a research study which was conducted at Cleveland Clinic showed that this specific cup position was the one which was able to loosen the mucus and was able to remove mucus from your lungs. Just clapping your chest with flat hand actually did not work. So make sure you are cupping your hand and using it. After you are done with this cupping, clapping of your chest, then immediately after that you do your huff cough again, at least 2 to 3 times. And now you will feel that it is much easier to remove your mucus which has accumulated in your lungs. So that's it. This is a two-part technique. One, we are using the gravity position so that we can move the mucus from your lower lobe of your lung to your upper lobe or to your throat. And then we are using this chest percussion to further move this mucus and loosen the mucus all over your chest, and then using this huff cough technique so you can remove the mucus from your lungs as well as from your sinuses very easily. This literally takes 5 minutes of your time. You can do it 2 to 3 times in a day if required, so you can constantly remove mucus from your chest as well as from your sinuses. Now obviously this technique is a very gentle technique. You might not see a huge difference on day one, but if you consistently use it for the next 5 to 7 days, then definitely you should see an improvement in your lungs and your sinuses. Now along with this, I have made another couple of videos. One is about steam inhalation and one is about a 1 cup natural remedy which works really good when you combine all of these 3 things together to get rid of mucus completely from your lungs. The link will be in the description if you want to watch those 2 videos also. Now as a caution over here, if you're feeling worse while doing these exercises, if you're feeling short of breath, if you have chest pain issues or you have rib fractures, then make sure you are consulting your doctor before doing these exercises. So here you go, I shared with you a 5-minute research-backed exercises which has been used by several respiratory therapists in hospitals across the world to get rid of mucus from the lungs and the sinuses. I hope this technique helps you too. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel so you keep on getting these kind of important information in the future also, as well as share this with others who might benefit from it. Until next time, take care, bye-bye.